guys. I know it's been a minute. It's been like a month since I've uploaded a video. That's because, you know, there's like, I don't even know where to start. Things have been and good at the same time, weirdly enough. What's up, you guys? It's Julius. I am so sorry for, like, you know, basically taking a month off and like not really telling y'all. I say sorry because I feel bad. I know like it's not an obligation for me to upload videos, but like people have still been like, you know, messaging me online, which is great. I love to hear from you guys. People have been messaging me online and like, you know, DMing me or whatever, just either talking about like how like they connected to things or like, you know, asking for advice on certain other things. Keep in mind that like I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, so like it's very loose advice, you guys, very loose. Yeah, so I felt bad because I was like, damn, like people are still like going through it and like you're not talking about anything that you're going through because you're going through a lot, and like why aren't you talking people through this, or like talking about it, you know, so that other people can like, you know how you're dealing with it, and maybe they can take that and like go through their shit, you know, or whatever. And then I realized that, like, you know, you kind of gotta like take care of yourself first, obviously, and that like you can't feel bad because whatever. I'm here now. I honestly don't even know where to start. I have actually made a video way before this one. I've made several videos. A lot of them I didn't get the chance to finish, but the one I did all the way through that I think summed up pretty much how I was feeling at least 3.5 or 4 weeks ago. You can find like right here. I'll put a link. That one's a little it's a little, from what I remember, I haven't even edited it yet, so it's a little much, I think, and it's not exactly where I am today. I don't even know where to start. I think we should just start with talking about like my mood. I've been hypomanic for 5-6 weeks now, and I made a video like a month or so ago about how I was hypomanic and how I knew I was hypomanic and how I talked to my doctor to get new medicine, and she gave it to me. And actually, let me go see what that medicine is called. So I literally just like got the medication. It's Seroquel. So yeah, she prescribed me Seroquel, and I like was not wanting to take it. I was very against it, but I was like, you know what? I'm hypomanic. Like, it's time to take medication before this gets out of hand. And long story short, I have not. It's still in its bag, and quite frankly, this was underneath my vanity, my bathroom. So let's talk about that. I'm still like not going to take it. I don't think. I'm still very against it. Obviously, like I know there are complications in that, so I say this with hesitancy, and this is like the biggest reason why I didn't want to make a video talking about like kind of what I was going through, because it's not. Most of my videos are structurally like, you know, good. It's like I'm going through it, but like this is how I'm working through it. I'm not really working through anything right now. I'm working through my emotions, I think. But I also am like, you know what? I'm tired of like working on myself. I'm tired of like being perfect. I want to be like, I don't know. I want to say I want to be wild, but that just sounds like weird to say. I'm basically like, bender is the wrong word. What do you call it? I want to blow off steam. I like the feeling of blowing off steam right now. And like, how do you tell people that? Like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm very aware I'm hypomanic. I'm very aware I'm doing actions that I'm not supposed to be doing, like staying up late, certain substances, talking to sketchy people, maybe not like dating or anything, but like, you know, hanging out with sketchy people, or like being with people and then like some sketchy shit happens, but you're like, it's cool, you're living dangerously. Obviously the hypomania, not eating, not sleeping, just like obviously all of the behaviors. The spending money one like has been bad, but like it hasn't like put me in financial hardship, I'd say, like most times, like dire financial hardship, which is kind of like with all my behaviors. Like they're what I've known to be bad behaviors, and obviously like if I were to do them more so than a month, I haven't like stopped them or anything, but like if it becomes like long term, obviously there's a problem. But as of right now, I feel like it's literally me blowing off steam. I'm feeling a lot of emotions towards just like family trauma that I've experienced, that I've now unlocked and realized. I'm going through like what you would call, I guess, a breakup, or like emotions from the breakup. That was like a month ago. But like in breakups, like an understatement. I think it's more than that. I think it really triggers on like my emotional attachment, or my attachment disorders, and just like severing relationships, because I don't talk to that person like at all anymore, which is like very new to me. And like it basically mimics the same effects as like family leaving me, or like family dying, or like it mimics the same biological processes. So like even though we're not talking and it's a breakup, it feels like my arm or like my leg has been like chopped off. And I think that might be a trigger for a reason why I want to blow off steam. A lot of people would probably say that like it's me, like I guess wanting to forget about things, or like not wanting to think about things. But the truth is that like I think about these things regardless of what I'm doing, regardless of what substance I may be on. Like it's always in my mind. I honestly think that when like I was thinking about taking the Seroquel that week, that I was kind of like, oh, I'm manic, you guys. I'm not manic. Oof. That'd be bad. I'm hypomanic. Like I should probably, you know, like let my doctors know and take medicine and get back on that regimen. I did let my doctors know. They know I'm hypomanic. They know that I want to be hypomanic. Like I don't want to not be hypomanic, which is like totally, what do you call it? Unresponsible, and just totally like you should not do that. But for me, it's like I feel like people don't talk about how like that not addicting factor, but like I like this, and it's weird because it's like I'm doing things I like normally wouldn't do, but like things have not imploded in my life. I'm still working. I'm still yeah, I was gonna say I'm still working. Everything else has kind of been like off schedule. So I don't know. Obviously, I know that like this can blow up and I could become manic, and like I could just like not know what's going on at all. But it kind of hasn't happened. If anything, I felt on various days. By various days, it's like typically after a string of like 6 or 7 days, I'll like be kind of fine, like for 2 days, or in the sense that like, oh, I'm like actually hungry, or like, oh, I want to sleep, or like certain things like that. I'll notice like my body kind of feels like it's regulating back to normal, but then it's like my want and desire to like not be there is like, so it's powerful enough for me to be like, okay, what can we do to like keep this going? So that's why I feel like it's been like a month-long bender. Like I am being safe. I am like still very up here in my mind. And that comes down to sort of like the other part that I've really been thinking a lot about, is that like I have to sort of trust myself more. I think that like people who are bipolar, obviously we are very like scared or very hesitant about any mood fluctuations, any like hypomania, manic, or like depression, any of that, or like even forecasting our moods. Like sometimes you can kind of feel when mania is coming on. So my knee-jerk reaction to sort of like control my emotions in that time, I think was born out of that. Like, you know, if I start not sleeping, then like it means that like there's like some type of mania thing gonna happen like in the next week or so, and typically that's right. But like just because I'm going through a hypomanic episode, does that mean that like I'm unsafe, or that I need to be medicated, or that like I need to like kind of put that down? That's what I've been taught, because like, you know, hypomania can lead to maybe like making poor decisions, like for example, psychoactive substances some people might take, and then that could lead to full-blown mania, and then the next day, you know, you think you can fly and you jump off a building and you're dead. That's an exaggeration, but it does happen. Or, you know, you become manic and you just like don't take care of your body, and like your body shuts down. Those things can happen, and like that's, I think, the fear that I have and that so many people have. Like I'm terrified of just being like batshit insane and not knowing that I'm batshit insane. So like this could be a scenario, but I don't think so. I think that, you know, throughout life, people have emotional stresses. Like this is a huge emotional stress, but I'm like, I know it's an emotional stress. Like I'm very much aware of it. I'm very much dealing with it in the sense that like I've been talking to my friends about it. My closest friends know everything that's going on in my life, for like, okay, that's a lie. My closest friends have an idea of what's going on in my life, which I think is enough information right now. I'm now sharing it with y'all. I think that like people need to blow off steam sometimes. You don't need to have your shit together all the time, and that's for my personal life, not saying that for y'all. Please, like, don't listen to me and do what I'm doing, which is like why I was why I was nervous about making this video. people, like, I want to blow off steam. Now, like, if this continues, and it's summer, like, that's how I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I want to just live a little bit. No, if I do this, I do that, whatever. I am still talking to my therapist. I'm still working on all these issues. I've actually discovered like new things relating to my behaviors and trauma. I'm trying to get over that person who I don't talk to anymore, or at least trying to get over the idea of wanting that person. I like really haven't figured that out yet. And like, you know, sometimes it's really hard. But I would say that like when I'm really feeling those emotions, I don't like say like, oh, let's go get drunk. Like, it's not like what I'm talking about at all. That's like not even what my behaviors are. I'm doing things, and I think that's the key slash that's like the bad behavior. Keeping myself so busy that like I don't have enough time to think about these things. But I still do think about these things. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I have a lot more to say and a lot more videos that I want to like sort of make that are more specific. It is July 28th and it's 12:30 a.m. But I'm saying that because this video might not be edited and like uploaded anytime soon, but I hope it is. Like, I feel like I want to do this. Yeah, I don't really want to change my behaviors right now. That's the problem. I don't want to not be hypomanic. I don't want to have to sleep perfectly all the time. I don't want to have to eat all the time. That sounds really strange and really unhealthy. I just like don't feel the desire to have to be perfectly healthy. Like, I'm safe. I'm okay, I guess. I don't know. I'm very confused between like, before I used to like want to do all these things, but like now I'm doing all the so-called bad behaviors, and I feel fine. And unless I'm just like heavily rational, unless I'm like, this is just like my explanation for all these things, like, I don't know, life is decently good because of the things I have started to do. And that sounds very vague, and it also sounds very sketchy, and I just like am hesitant to give you guys more details. But I don't know, has anyone ever felt like this? Like, you know, that like, obviously, like if I started doing like heroin or something, and then was like not like living here but living on the street, like with like my street friends, then like, yeah, that might be like, not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just like not my life choice. Then like, yeah, maybe there should be an intervention. But like, I don't know, me staying out like late because I have like, I'm not gonna go into details of what I do. But yeah, so like, it's like, I feel like there's an extreme end of the spectrum and I'm not there yet or even close to it. If anything, I'm, okay, well, I feel like I'm the most I've gone is like a 6. If 10 is like doing heroin out in the streets, I've gone to like a 6. But for the most part, I'm like at a 4.8, which I think is fine. I think that it's natural, humanly natural, to like want to burn off steam, to like be angry at the world, to be angry at so many different things, to be sad. You know, being okay and being healthy doesn't mean to not experience emotion. It means to experience emotion to the fullest. I'm forcing myself because I've had a month to blow off steam. I've had a month to do what I want. Now it's time to not do that, I think, right? But I don't want to. We'll see. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all hopefully soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please continue to do that because I am still checking YouTube. I'm just not uploading videos. So I love you guys so much. Please take care of yourselves. Please do not do what I do. But please let me know if you've ever felt this way of like, you know, things are like not great, but like I'm not in like survival mode. So like, fuck it, everything. I'm just want to do what I want to do. I'm sure lots of people have felt like that, but don't do that. All right, peace.